Thanks for joining us for another Storage Meetup. Do this every Friday. A lot of the regulars, I love that every week. Got to see a few new faces too, which is always nice. And I don't say this often enough, but owners, operators, things like that, love this, coming on you guys every Friday. But yeah, if you have recommendations or for other people to jump on, or your own managers, please invite them. More perspectives like we have coming on, the better. So that's what we're here for. We're all learning from each other. Uh, if it is your first time, go on here for the next hour. Pretty free flowing. We'll have a show and tell from a vendor here in a minute. Uh, we will do some breakout sessions here in about 20 or so minutes. For about 15 minutes it lasts. Get you in little groups of like 8 to 10. Usually I put them in 10, but 3 people don't have their cameras on. They're just listening. They're not there. So usually ends up being about 6 people. Kind of have some chats. Then we'll come back and chat as a group, but very free flowing conversation. So if there's anything you want to make sure you want to bring up to the group, you can raise your hand, put it in the chat, jump on in. Okay, that works out perfect. But I'd rather top of the hour. I always like to do the show and tells. And today we got Kale from Storage Reach. I'll let you take it away, man.
Hey, yeah, thanks, Jim. Excited to be here. Let me share my screen really quick and I can kind of get started. Um, yeah, it's always great to be on here. I mean, been able to join pretty consistently for a while. I've never presented or anything, so excited to have the opportunity. But today I want to talk about our new feature, referrals. So a little bit of background on our company. It's called Storage Reach. We are a review generation and reputation management software built for the self-storage industry. We've been doing it for about 3.5 years now. Help generate reviews for over 2,000 facilities in the industry, and we're growing every day, and we're trying to add more features to make our product better for the operator and give them more opportunity to grow their business. So what we've done is we wanted to create a new feature that would allow us to capture and capitalize on those people that we know are happy. Because what our system is doing is sending out those review requests, it's capturing authentic feedback from your tenants. We wanted to then not only generate a Google review, but we wanted to see, what else can we do with those people that had a 5-star experience. So we built in a new referral engine, a new way to track and manage referrals in the self-storage industry and have those people that are happy, give them an opportunity to tell their friends, tell their family, and earn incentives that you can then will help you guys grow your businesses. Really, what we want to do, and I've given presentations on this in the past, is we want to turn those happy tenants into your best sales team. Whether that's through online reviews to help you stand out online, help you to rank higher, be more trustworthy, more credible, show up in the AI overviews. We want to do that through reviews, but we also want to do that through just traditional word of mouth referrals. So what we've done and what we found is that most facilities are leaving word of mouth untapped. There's really not a way in the industry to manage that and manage those referral systems. We've talked to a lot of industries or a lot of facilities in the industry, and a lot of people they have their manager pushing a referral system. Maybe they have a card on their desk talking about referrals, but there's no digitalized way to push that, continually push it to people, and to also track it. So that's what we kind of built. We found that happy tenants, they already refer people. Those people that are being referred it's a low ROI or a low acquisition cost. They generally are more likely to convert. But operators, they don't have a way to track those referrals. They don't have a way to consistently process and encourage them. And there's not an easy way to reward tenants who referred. So really what we found is that low cost leads, they're already waiting. There's just not a way to capitalize on that. And the referral leads, they do convert differently. They have that pre-built trust because they already trust your facility before they make a call. A friend vouched for you. They have a higher conversion rate because they are warm leads close faster. Most people know this. They already know what they're looking for. They have a lower acquisition cost as well. There's not a lot of ad spend. There's no cold outreach. You're really just turning that positive customer experience that you're giving your tenants and using that as a marketing tool. And then they're longer term customers, referred customers, they tend to stay with you longer because they came in with more trust. Really, happy tenants, they're one of your best marketing channels, and facilities aren't doing always a great job of capitalizing on that. So what we've built, and I'll show you each of the different pages and different settings in our dashboard here in a second. But what we built is our new storage reach referral program. It's a built-in tenant growth engine that really just automates this entire process. Our goal is to build this. Right now, it's tied into our review generation service. We are working on adding it as a standalone service as well. So if you already have a review generation service in place, there is a you can still utilize this referral system and help grow your tenant base. So what our system is going to do, it is built specifically for self-storage. It's not a generic referral system. It's designed around an actual storage facility and actual, tied in with your FMS softwares. And what we're going to do is we send referral invitations at the right moment. We give the tenants a personal referral link. We then, in our dashboard, you're able to track referral activity, and you're able to track the payouts, different rewards, and it just creates a repeatable referral process. And how it works is I'll really jump through this quickly, and then I'll show everything as well. But what we're doing is,
you got 5 minutes, so just let you know.
Okay, perfect. So what we're doing is after, for example, tied in with our review generation portion, we're going to send out a review request. We're going to generate that positive review from a happy tenant. After they give a positive review, our system then goes back in and says, it allows you to set up any sort of incentives, any sort of rewards, like I mentioned. And then it's going to send out a text. It's going to say, hey, Jim, we're glad you had a great experience at AAA Self-Storage. If you have friends and family that need storage, here's a link you can then share. And you can earn, whatever reward the system, the facility sets up. The system will automatically send that out. It'll send follow-ups on that as well in order to continually push people. But we don't want to overload them, so it's only sending out a reminder every few months. But then what happens is they get a link that they can then either share with their tenant or their friend, or they can just enter in their friend's number as long as they confirm that that friend is aware that we are going to be reaching out to them and they have permission to reach out to them. So they can enter in that friend's number. Our system will then send out a text to the friend stating again, hey, Jim thought you'd love AAA self-storage. Fill out your information here. And then they can then refill that out. It'll get sent to you as a new lead and allow you to reach out to them however, they see fit, and then also track that through the dashboard. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to share, I'll go into this settings of our dashboard first. So you're able to come in here and you're able to actually just set up that entire referral program. Whether that you want to set up like a rent credit, a gift card, or even a cash or whatever. You can come in here, you can set it. You can set it for your entire portfolio if you are managing multiple facilities, or you can set it up for one facility if you want to do it for one, or if you are managing a big portfolio and you want to change one facility, you can do that. Manage them individually. But one cool thing too, you're able to come in here and let's say you did a rent credit, but we don't want to pay out a rent credit as soon as someone rents a unit. We want to say, let's say we're going to give them a 60-day cool down period. Make sure that person stays for 60 days that they referred before you're going to pay out that rent credit. So we can set that up. You can also set up prospect offers. So let's say you want to offer an additional service or additional promotion to the tenant that or the prospect that's being referred. You can then go ahead and do that. And then there's also additional settings as well. But the next portion is just kind of showing you this landing page that the facility. So for example, this is where a tenant will receive. They can enter their friend's phone number. There's a box that pops up that makes sure that they are willing and able to, or they're aware that they're going to be reached out to by the facility. Your tenant can also come in here and they can track where the referrals are at. So if they did refer somebody and they want to see, all right, this person stayed for 40 days and my payout's due in 45 days, they can come in and see that, and they can see the referrals down here. The tenant or the prospect that receives the link can then come in here and fill out their information. These pages are all customizable to your branding and your rewards. They can enter their information. They can let you know how soon they need the product or the unit, what size they need. We also added a preferred contact method. So if they want to be texted, called, or emailed, all this is sent directly to you. And you can also come into our dashboard and really just manage this entire thing. You can see, all right, so this person, Jane Doe, referred Sasha Park. Once you guys close that, you can then come in here, you can find that tenant, make sure that that is matched up with the right tenant in your system, because that's going to track that. That's going to track how long they're actually with your unit, how long they have been renting. Then it moves over into this referral line where if there is a cool down period, you're able to see, all right, they will earn that reward on the 522. You can add notes. Once that 522 hits, it's moved over to the ready to approve, or you can then approve it. Once you approve it, you can also add notes. It goes to this awaiting payout, where you can then mark it as paid, and then it moves to your history. We are working with facility management softwares right now to kind of automate this paid out section. Right now, you do have to go in and add it as a rent credit to their account. But we're working with the different management softwares to where just once you hit mark paid and confirm that, if you did choose a rental credit, it'll automatically apply that to their account, and just kind of helps you to move that process along and help track that. So really what our goal was is to automate this process. We're adding a lot of new features as we go as well, and you're able to add individuals as well. So if there are is like a real estate agent or a moving company that you want to have, give them a consistent link, you can add that and send out referral messages to them. And I think I'm out of time, Jim, but yeah.
Yep, that's perfect. No, I was gonna say as you're going through this, I'm just like in my head going, I could see building landing pages for on your website for the moving guys, for apartment complexes, and having that on your site. So someone's showing like you're like the community hub for your local,
Yeah.
outreach and things like that. And then so that part would be cool just on the site. And then being able to track it like that's great. But you're saying about doing
Yep.
the rental credit option. Just
Mhm.
curious, are there other options like being able to do, I don't know, gift card or Amazon card or
Yep.
something
Yeah,
like
you
that?
can set it up gift cards. You can set it up to
Yeah.
cash. We do know some people that we've been running tests on that has just done cash. They feel like that's converted higher because, people like to receive cash. So you can edit those however you see fit, and gives you a lot of customizable options there. And yeah, as far as like landing pages go, really what we've talked to a lot of facilities who they then, they'll partner with a moving company or a real estate agent, and they try to do that more local grassroots marketing where they are giving them, bonuses or incentives or whatever. But there's not a great way to track that. So you're able to add those people to the dashboard and really manage that on another level than just,
Yeah.
paper and pencil than what we've seen in the past.
I would, as a personal favor, I think as you got rolling this out and you have a few case studies and people are actually using it and getting results from it,
Yeah.
let me know. So I'd love to have some people, operators. No
Yeah.
offense, but I mean like operators actually using it, and being like, look at
Yeah.
this, because I think that'd be amazing. Because
Yeah. So
I've been
we're
trying to crack the referral thing for 20 years. That's
Yeah.
hard.
So we're running a small test with about 20 facilities right now. We're planning on rolling it out to our customer base in the middle to the end of next week is the goal right now. We have over 800 facilities on the waiting list right now to use it. So very quickly, we're going to have that data and be able to share a lot with you.
Hey, Kale, are you going to be able to, from the dashboard, put the lead into the FMS and tag it as a referral from you guys? That way you can actually track that through the whole FMS process as well and do it as well. I know you're doing it on your end, but can you also
Yes.
build it to trackable in the FMS?
Yeah, so what we're doing, I mean, we've worked with a few of the FMS, not all of them yet, to where we can push that lead to their end as well, to their CMS and their platform. I know we have a few almost finished with that, but not all of them yet. So that'll be more version 2 in like the next month or two, where all of those will be rolled out, where it pushes, you can track it in our system, but it also tag it in that side of things as well.
Cool.
That'd be great. Like I said, I mean, open the group, and anyone else have been able to crack, getting the referrals on a consistent basis and tracking? Because I've always struggled with that, frankly. I mean, obviously it's a great idea to do it, but it's hard
I
sometimes to
was,
actually turn those into rentals. So to have this kind of systematized would be awesome.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is Marty. This is just something that's on my priority list since I just took this place over and it only had like 3 Google reviews. So
Yeah.
I I was just about ready to pull the trigger on just sending an email out and giving everybody like $5 off next month for the first like 20 people that
Don't do that.
no.
Don't do that.
Tell me more.
Kale, you can't incentivize anybody to give you a review. If Google finds it and hears that, you'll get closed down. Corey, I know Corey's on here. Anthony, you get your hand up for something.
Yeah.
So I'll give you guys, yeah, Corey will say it right now. Google is cracking down. I mean, not just in storage, but across the board. I'll give you guys an overview. We have some of our owners or GPs at one of our facilities. They have a restaurant, they have other businesses as well, and they're noticing the same thing across the board. I've tracked it because we get the email notifications of a Google review. We've tracked it. Last week, we got 5 Google reviews for one of our facilities. Guess how many of them stuck?
One.
Yeah. And Anthony, we really have to watch out now.
0.
It's not just incentivizing the reviews. It's if they're mentioning somebody's name, if it's all coming from the same location. So all those QR codes that you have throughout your facility, if they're using them on premise, that can trigger it too. So there's a lot of changes and a lot of things that you need to be aware of. But definitely don't incentivize. That's the biggie. FTC says no, Google says no.
Marketing
4 years
review
ago,
with
good, Anthony.
I say we, do a bi-weekly with Eva, who does our marketing with us. Eva and Corey are very good friends. And I was like, Eva was explaining that to some of the owners as well, saying, hey, I know that you guys were trying to get a bunch of Google reviews, but it actually ended up, we had 105 real reviews. They did some push, got a bunch of them, and then all of a sudden the Google thing came out and it flagged both of them. And we were up to like 130. Now we're down to 93. Yeah. So that is the impact of trying to do it but that's honestly the impact that's happened. Now the algorithm will watch if you all of a sudden get that spike in reviews. Google's algorithm is going to look at it and say, something's funny here. Nope. And good luck on trying to get in contact with anybody from Google to try and have a rebuttal on them. So,
yeah. Anthony, what I was going to say is I had so many years ago had a second computer set up they had their Facebook page, the Google page up, that had people logging in there, and they got flagged because it was somebody who were coming from the same IP address. That's why people do it on their phone, but that's why, like Corey said, their IP address proximity. And that's the other thing they're cracking down on a lot. I heard too, that if they can't place that phone or that device within the proximity of that property, they flag it as well.
We're getting both sides of it. We're coming from actual requests that, from people at home or on site. We're taking it on the chin. So
we've got our biggest competitor. We have a unit at their place, and we got a text the other day. Here, I can share it in the chat.
Did you run out at your own facility?
But no, just to kind of see what they're doing with their
I know.
But
we all do it.
The real thing is it's so cheap.
Good job.
Yes. But so they sent us this, and it takes you to the website takes you to a thing where it's just asking for what does it say? It says it's a 1-question survey. And so then it tries to get you to give, rate it from 1 through 5 stars. If you choose a 1 through 3, it just takes you to a give us feedback. But if you choose a 4 or 5, it takes you to the Google page to then leave a review there.
Nope.
So I'm wondering if we should copy it or if we should turn them in, essentially.
Review gating. You don't want to do that either. It has to be honest reviews, good, bad, ugly. And honestly, don't be afraid of negative reviews, you guys. It gives legitimacy to what's happening at your property, and it's a great opportunity to shine, depending on how you handle it. But you don't want to review gate either.
How do we turn them in?
I mean, you can flag them, but
You're such a narc.
Honestly, they'll figure it out. I promise you, Google. They have a lot of stores at that company that you just posted there. If they're doing that across the board, Google already knows, love. They don't need you.
I wouldn't be that. Somebody put it in chat. Karma is it'll get them. So I would not worry about that. I would be worried about what we're doing and make sure we're doing it the right way. That way we're above board.
Well, good. Well, see what happens when you chime in. We all jump on you. So hopefully
Yeah.
that helps about your
So
review.
aside from Kale's program coming up here, what is the best way to, I guess, to get organic reviews from your current customers?
I can tell you, Marty, I use my last set of stores. I use Kale's product across the board. And Kale, we talked about this in Vegas. First 6 months of last year, I had 1,500 rentals. I had 537 reviews on 1,500 rentals. And
Mhm.
a lot of it was, dramatic, by part of Kale's help team, but also training the managers to be every time you interact with somebody, you ask for a review. Hey, let me just send you this link right now. They're in your office. Hey, man, you saved me. Thank you very much. Hey, Marty, can I send you a review? Yeah. You send it right from the software, a review to them on their phone. They do it right there. Anytime you're on the property, talk to somebody, ask for a review. And as Corey said, don't be afraid of the bad ones because Cal, we had that talk in Phoenix that what is it like 4 point? How many people now are expecting to see negative reviews?
Yeah, I can't remember the exact stats, but I think it's about, yeah, something in the 40% of people they're looking at your reviews, and one of the first things they do, they look at your newest reviews and they look at your worst reviews. So what we like to say is, yes, we don't want to run away from those negative reviews. They give you a chance to, fix any issues that you have. But we also want to make sure that we're responding to those correctly, because you're not responding to those people as a positive or that left a negative or a positive review for the person that left a review. You're leaving that response for those people that are then looking at your reviews and reading those reviews. So, for example, a negative review, we want to respond professionally, take it offline, and give them the chance to, see that you are trying to provide a good customer experience. So, yes, obviously, we don't want negative reviews. We don't want those to happen, but if they do, we can turn those into a positive experience. But yeah, and then in today's world, reviews, in order to get consistent reviews, you really just have to make it a part of your process, not necessarily a part of the end results or anything like that. It needs to be a part of your everyday process, everyday management tactics and strategies. Because just getting one review, two reviews a week, depending on the market that you're in, can really just dramatically increase your marketing effectiveness. So making it sure it's a part of your process, and yes, getting them on site. As long as you're not getting all of them on site, that's still okay. You can still, if you get reviews in their sites, or if you get reviews off-site, on-site, with some managers' names, some without, we found that isn't as hasn't been flagged. But if you're getting every single review on site, if you're getting every single review with the manager's name in it, that's when things start to get a little bit more iffy, and you start to see, because what Google is doing now is they're using their AI tools more in that review space, which it hasn't necessarily been in the space yet. And that's why we're seeing a lot of this crackdown, is they just have AI, which is able to do thousands of things, millions of things at once in regards to what they used to have. So we're seeing a lot harder crackdown because the tech is getting smarter and trying to manage that in a lot better way. Because I think Google, they know reviews is what drives a lot of the businesses for local businesses, and they kind of have a hold on that. So they want to make sure they're doing that right.
Marty, I can tell you,
Sorry.
we took over a store in Indiana that was, a 30-year-old property. It was really old property, a lot of longtime customers. And the first thing we did, that when we had a boots on the ground guy there, anytime he saw somebody on the property, he went out to meet them at the door. He took a can of door spray, silicone, and sprayed the door sprays, get the doors moving better. Had a conversation with them. How's it going? We're the new owners, whatever. Hey, would you mind if I had the girls in the office send you a link to do a review for me? And because you're doing something for them, you're helping take care of the door. You're talking to them.
Yeah.
We had 30 reviews in like 3 weeks from existing customers, because we were there interacting with them.
Yeah. Marty, that's what I was going to ask. Do you have staff on site at the facility?
No.
Okay. So I kind of had that feeling. That's why I'm asking that question. That does make it a little bit more difficult because you can't really necessarily do what Jim just recommended. But so going back to the process really has to be part of it. If you can work with a company like Kale, or, just anybody that, they come from Bird Eye, they come from wherever, that automatically sends a link via text message. that will certainly help you. And you are welcome. Like the idea that you had of reaching out to your current tenant base and asking them to give you a review, fantastic. Do it. Provide a link.
Okay.
Just don't give them money for it. Just ask for what you need.
Yeah.
I guess
And
I should
then,
probably
Let's-
do it before I do the rent raise then, huh?
yeah, you should.
Exactly.
Do yourself a favor, friend. And
Timing's
then
everything.
I am also going to say the quiet part out loud. Are you a 5-star facility?
Right now, yeah, but
Okay.
there's only like 3 reviews on there that are.
Well, no, I mean,
Cool.
separate outside of what your reviews look like. When you look at your facility, if you were to look at it through the eyes of a potential renter, are you a 5-star facility?
I don't know if I'd say 5, but 4.5. It's a pretty nice place. That
Okay. I want people to like think that part through, because that's the part I think you should focus on. Be the thing that you want people to review for you, and I think they'll follow. But yeah, absolutely ask for what you want. They can't take your birthday, right?
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey
A
guys,
little signage, a little painting goes a long way, and we have a lot of vendors out there that can help you with that. Even if we just had a call with Eric from Ability Services last week. Even if you just paint the forward-facing side of the property, put a new sign up, a new banner, draw some attention to it, make it new for you, goes a long way.
And clean the corners. Corners, Marty.
Yeah, I've been doing that. It was nice when we bought it, but it's cleaned up. Even I mean, we've done gravel work and landscape, and we've done and put new cameras and new cyber door locks. So yeah,
Wow.
we've been chopping away at the
Yeah,
upgrade.
now's the time to ask for a review, love.
So you're doing the right stuff. Hey, I want to make sure we're gonna do our breakout rooms. I want to make sure it gives a chance to everyone to be able to, for 15 minutes, whatever, it's give you a chance to say hi, introduce yourself, what you do in the storage industry, any ass, whatever you got. So we'll do that here for 15 minutes for everyone's game. We'll do the breakout rooms, and then we'll all come back and jam for a few more minutes. So if you're all good, I'll click the button, and you'll be. If it's your first time, you'll give it a second. You'll be sent into a room of like about 8 people, and just free flowing. Just introduce yourself, and then we'll all come back here. So get ready. I'll teleport you here in a second. Dun, dun, dun.
Anthony, no Anthony, no Anthony, no Anthony.
No, Richard, no, Richard, no, Richard. Richard, are you going to game?
That was me.
Richard, what does yours say? 5 or no? If it says 5, I'm not going.
Hey, Alana, congratulations on your son's team making the championship next week.
I know they are so excited. They went into the season, they were like 4-18. Like they sucked. How they came back to come back, and now we're going to state. So he's
Well,
so
I guess it's a
excited.
good thing you're not coming next week, huh?
I know, and he's a senior. This team has been so good to him. So and everyone's like, I can't believe you're rooting for them so much when you're the team manager. I was like, or my son's the team manager. I was like, yeah. I was like, they're part of the family. So he's very excited for state.
Very cool. I saw that post, so I was excited for that. So
Oh, the first at bat was a home run yesterday. So we're like, all right, this is going to set the tone of the game.
Nice.
So did you have a lot of people watching? Like, I know you posted about watching and attending, so
Yeah, we had quite a few people come. So that was a lot of fun.
very cool.
I was just
Yeah, next week's a big week for him.
I was just kind of bouncing around, listening to some of the conversations going on, and that's kind of a creeper. But I like to make sure everyone's like talking and all.
Creeper.
I know I'm a creeper.
I didn't know that you could do that. I hope I was. Oh, wow.
Oh, I only heard a few embarrassing things, so you're good. And it's not recorded, so it's even better. You're fine. I was curious, though. I just wrote one little thing down. In table 8, Mitchell, you said something that caught my eye when you said something about how you do working with AI at your operations. I just want to see if you could tell me a little more about that.
Yeah, so I've been using like Claude Code I've been doing it for as long as it kind of got the hype train, but I've really been just trying to implement it. And so I'm using Claude Cowork, and simply like my screen to the right here, like right now it's going in there and actually like changing keywords and doing things on my behalf. But basically I have a schedule for each location every day. Like it'll say, you know, jump into this location's SEO and do a full audit, make suggestions and critiques, and then I'll use Claude Cowork to actually go in and take like it's called the Chrome MCP. It's basically taking over your screen and making those adjustments for me. So, um, crazy enough, I had it set up my Google Ads as well, and I had I don't know if you guys are familiar with John Renish. He's like the Store IQ. I was like, hey, could you audit this for me? Tell me like how does this look compared to like other people? And he's like, this is honestly really I would rate this like a 93% on setup. So pretty crazy. I'm kind of going full bore into letting it run my ads and set up a PMax campaign for me. And it's, and the way that I have the schedule run is it's tracking last week's clicks and impressions and everything, and then it's comparing it to this week. So it's hopefully whatever that's like self-improving or
Self-learning. Yeah.
yeah, it's self-learning, and then I don't know about self-learning. It's tracking, right? And then I'm just saying, hey, what do we need to make changes to this week to improve that? And so
That's cool.
it's a giant test. I let go of I let go of John. John's a great guy. If you guys want marketing, like I would use him. Like we're getting crazy results with him, and so far it's early with me kind of going on my own, but I was like, hey, if I'm going to be in this space for a long time, like I might as well know how to run ads and do that and kind of control that metric myself. So yeah, I'm happy to like
You're already getting job offers here in the chat.
Oh geez.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
But
I'm so busy. Like I wish I'm just trying to stay up on my own on my
well,
own stuff here.
I know you're busy, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you for something. I put it in chat. Book a time with me. I'm doing the AI show and tell here in a couple weeks. It's
I know, I
a
saw
couple
that.
weeks.
I love it. I'm
I
gonna
want
be there for sure because I want to hear
I
what
want to
every
record a 10-minute thing with you. Just show me kind of what
Yes.
I want. I don't want just the vendors on there.
Yeah.
Vendors is vendors. I want operators that are doing this stuff, even though it's
I'm
not
gonna I'm gonna
polished,
show
shut
you.
down. Just
I'm
show
gonna
me.
show you, and then next week you're gonna see some guy on the Facebook group posting exactly what you're talking about. Like,
Oh yeah,
how do
everyone's gonna
you
rip you
hire
off. That's how it
me?
goes. Yeah,
I mean, it's a giant test too. Like, I mean, who knows? Like,
but you're not afraid to try, and you're
yeah.
doing it. That's what I want to talk about. So, you go in the chat, book a time. We're gonna record just a quick 10-minute thing that I can showcase. So,
Okay, for sure.
Yeah,
sorry, that was kind of blunt, but yeah, I want that. That'd be awesome.
I was going to say, actually, just add on to that. We do a lot of that internally as well. We're a vendor, but we do Google Ads. Similarly, we have our Claude agents that do kind of repeated checks. Another area you can use, so Google Ads has an AI or API that I'm sure you're using for your Google Ads updating. There's also Google SEO API that you can hook up into your Claude. And so it will track the performance of your page. So if you want to see like how you're ranking to your competitors when people are searching your local keywords, that's like another kind of self-feedback loop that you could use within that setup.
Yeah, I just got approved for the Google Business API. So that's I think what you're kind of referring to there. And then I'm utilizing Claude Code to do like a whole set of other things. So the idea is basically complete automation on the Google My Business profile, automated tasks, and then content creation, and then bookkeeping. These are things that like I'm trying to completely like automate. And I've gotten some good like traction, but none of those are completely automated. But that's like marketing, bookkeeping. These are my pain points. So basically, I'm just trying to like eliminate my pain points with AI. But yeah, I'd love to chat with you, Clay, on that, and appreciate the input.
Definitely.
Hey, Clay, did you talk to Ryan? Did he tell you how our recording of our podcast went?
Yeah, I said it went really well. I'm excited to see it drop.
Your name was mentioned once or twice.
Okay. All right. I appreciate it. Getting some credit.
Well, you got to talk about it, Jim. How's the podcast going?
We released our first one with Ability Services. We recorded 2 more this week with White Label and with Lumio. I actually just sent out an email today to probably about 50 partners. I've introduced Lumio to Craft Enterprises for the telecom, trying to get. And I know Nicole's got a call with either Ryan or somebody next week. That we're getting there. We did our webinar this week with last week or 2 weeks ago. We did our webinar with Chuck Gordon from Storable. Did a whole hour-long one, 45-minute long one on what he did with us about how all their stuff's working together. And then this week we did the one with Christina and Glenda from SafeHug about the SafeHug app, which is a really cool tool for for everybody out there. And actually, even the fact it's got telehealth and counseling in there built into it, it's really a great tool at an inexpensive price for people that can help people get covered that they don't have. So,
and the name of the podcast,
SBOA Unplugged.
You don't sound very confident in that.
Sure. Dude, we have so many names. I've lost track of what we've done. We got the Unplugged. We've got the Unlocked. We've got the
everything's unlocked.
It is.
So it's been fun, but so.
Oh, good.
Jim, I think Nicole would be an excellent addition on one of our Friday calls here as well, because I have never heard anybody talk about the kind of stuff that Craft does.
She did one with us. I think I sent her the invite to be on here. I don't know if she's on here, but I have Craft on the list of ones to sign up for one of our show and tells.
Awesome.
Shannon, how was New England since you were there? I saw some pictures.
Oh, I absolutely loved it. That's one of my favorite shows.
So what good seafood did you get up there? Did you get some lobster while you were up there?
I did not. Actually, I had a beef short rib.
You didn't get a lobster roll while you were up there?
No, went to Hell's Kitchen and had it was really pretty too. I took a picture, food picture.
How'd your presentation go?
I think it went really great. We had a good time, and we did get a lot of feedback that, listen, there's only so many ways you can talk about womp womp operations, right? And it is definitely a new way that was unexpected. Who was there? Did anybody see it?
Sorry, girl.
Nobody here was at New England. Well,
so did you take the picture like you took in Phoenix, though?
Did I take the picture like I took? Oh, of everybody who stayed? No, because we were actually early in the day on the first day, right before the trade show time. That was prime. I know now to ask for that. That was fantastic. Anybody here who's in charge of such things, just know I'm putting my hand up for that from now on.
Shannon, we just got accepted. We were released yesterday. We're going to recreate the managers summit from Vegas in the fall again.
You and Dave?
Stacy Maxwell, Dave Cooper, myself, Sarah Beth, Carol Crindle, and Sue Haviland are all going to recreate our managers executive summit again this year.
All-star lineup. Yeah, we actually just it's this, in case you guys don't know, I'm gonna self-promote here for 1 second. It is a little group we like to call the Self-Storage Players. And the Self-Storage Players is an improv comedy group dedicated to training you how not to do self-storage operations by acting them out in front of you on stage with microphones.
I want to see a live stream next time. You're supposed to live stream this time. Live stream.
Well, I didn't live. I did get somebody to do a recording. Now I just have to figure out, because it was 59 minutes, yo.
Give it to Jim Ross, and he can take snippets of it and get it out there.
There we go.
Well, but I tell you what, Jim, I absolutely will be happy to share it with you. But if you don't mind, I'm gonna give it to my marketing team first and let them do what they do with it. But listen, anytime you can have fun and laugh, I'm in. And just so you guys all know, if you do see us, because we are on the schedule for later this year at Tennessee as well, our little merry band of travelers has been approved for the next show. We have a QR code. So if you're interested, Tyler, I'm looking at you, storage agency. If you're interested in becoming a member of the Self-Storage Players, all you got to do, click that little link.
I don't know if I have the level of talent that
You
you and
have
your
it.
compatriots.
It's in there. I see it from over here.
Is it gonna be
Gonna
like
get
when
you
they?
rich.
Is it's all the yes and you need scenarios.
You know what?
Give me an animal, give me a place, give me a thing, and then incorporate that in storage, right?
I love it. No, we did have people giving us things that we were acting it out on the stage.
Keller Williams used to do that in a program called Bold. We would all stand up in a line and do objections with each other, and then
Really?
and then and then rotate people, right? Yeah, those of us that are good in sales, from years of doing it and direct stuff, are like, okay, I can't talk to you anymore. I got to move on. The other people. It was fun.
That's great. Hey, last couple minutes, I know we were talking about it, but I do want to share my screen real quick just to give another shout out because it's going to be here before I know it. For the AI show and tell, June 5th. So just go to storagemarketplace.com. You'll see it. Show and tell. Be getting a bunch of different vendors. Way it's going to operate just real quick is I'm just showcasing. I'll show you. Getting a bunch of different vendors, operators, and just doing snippets of, a show and tell. We're not just talking about it. I want to see it in action and actually how it fits in with marketing and operations. I'll be able to kind of tell the story, basically, of how it works within operations and showcasing different vendors at the same time. I know I've talked to many of you already, but just in case, I got about 3 more days, and then I'm kind of cutting it off. If you're interested in talking about this and recording some stuff for the show and tell, just go to that page, apply to book, and just set up a time, and we'll chat. Yep, 3 more days, and then I'm cutting it off. But what I'm gathering so far is it's going to be fun. Like I said, if you guys know my style now, so it's going to be interactive, showcasing what you can do. At least right now. I'm sure in 2 more months it's going to blow everybody else away with the way AI is changing the automations. But at least to give everyone a good grasp of where we're at now. Technology-wise, and operators are actually using it to their benefit and making things more efficient. So it's going to be fun. But wow, okay, it is that time. Top of the hour. Gotta do our selfie. So cool. Camera's on. We'll take our picture, then I'll let you guys go for the weekend. All right, count of 3. 1, 2, 3. We even got the dog in the picture. Perfect.
Brian, I want the dog.
Yep, got it.
I got two of them.
I'll put a little hat on them or something like that.
They're not over there all loving on you like his is, though.
Well, they take notes.
That's a sweet dog.
All right. Well, thanks, guys.
Bye, guys.
Thank you for joining us. Have a great weekend.
Thanks,
See
everybody.
you next week.